Okay, I don't know how to get rid of this white line, but hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So obviously you guys saw the title. Today I am filming a day in the life of a nanny of 4 kids. The previous one I filmed was at least over a year ago, so things are completely different now, like very, very different. All of the kids go to school. The youngest, that is 4, goes twice a week for 2 hours, so I still have a majority of the time, but I'm basically a household manager until the kids get home. So I thought I would film a day in the life as a nanny because things have changed. You obviously don't have the same tasks every day forever, so things change and you kind of go with the phase of life. I just want to give a little recap. I'm actually ready. I'm gonna be heading to work right now. I arrive at 8 in the morning. It just depends. I actually usually take one day off a week for YouTube, but for example this week I am coming in for at least a half day on my day that I would have took off for YouTube. So I get there at 8 a.m. now, and usually all the kids already had breakfast and the 3 older ones are already at school. They do go to a private school and they go to school pretty early, and so they come home around 2:10-ish. So I get to work and I usually empty the dishwasher. It's very similar to what I've shown in my previous day in the life as a nanny, except I do a lot more housework. Today, the youngest does have preschool, so you guys will see that I am driving to pick him up and drop him off, and I'm trying to cram in household work in the hour and a half that I get to myself, because obviously you have to count in driving there and coming back. I do a lot of food prep for the kids, baking with the kids. A lot of the stuff that I do with the kids now is different because they are older. So let me just say the ages. So the oldest is 10. The twins are 6 and the youngest is 4. When I first started with them, they were age 7, 3, 3, and 1. So very different. I just also want to say before I get started that every single day I have a different routine with myself when it comes to the tasks that I want to get done. For example, today is a Tuesday and it's not one of my super intense cleaning days, but I do have really intense cleaning days. For example, on a Thursday I do vacuum almost the whole house. I dust, I clean the kids' room. Even though the rooms are always picked up, I go in and dust and wipe down. And there are days that I do all of the 4 kids' sheets, and if they are home in the summer it's different because they have to help me. I make sure that they help me because they have a whole summer and they also are growing up. They need to know how to do things. You wouldn't be setting your kids up for success unless you show them how to do some things. I'm not saying they are slaving away. They definitely aren't. They definitely are still kids, but they do help, make their bed and do a little chores here and there, help with some dishes and stuff. So anyway, there are different days that I go way more hardcore and I vacuum, I do sheets, but usually like today I will get a few tasks done that I can while the kids are all gone. There could be so many videos of this because I do so much and every day looks different in a sense of like the tasks, but there are still the staple things that I do every single day, which is what you guys will see today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I may be doing a lot of voiceover because obviously I'm working and I still need to be, working, but I will see you guys in the next clip. First thing I do when I get there is go straight to the dishwasher and start unloading it. Usually the kids are at school and the youngest is fed. Sometimes he's not, but most of the time he is because he usually gets up with the other kids. And I feel like this is the best way to keep your kitchen clean, is just to have an empty dishwasher to load throughout the day. Then I just reload the dishwasher with whatever dishes are in the sink, and then we get started with the day. So I spend a lot of time cleaning and doing a lot of household work in the mornings because in the afternoon is when the kids get home and usually that's the second half of the day, and I spend it with the kids, playing with the kids, you know, dealing with school stuff, anything related with the kids. And so I feel like the morning time is the only time that I have to get things done. So usually I pick up the living room, the table. It's not always messy, but sometimes, you know, the kids were playing or coloring before bed, and I spent a lot of time picking it up and dusting around the living space. I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions, or people don't understand nanny work. We are definitely not babysitters. We do so much more than that. And I've basically become a household manager where I run the house, not as much like taking care of the kids all day, but half of the day is more like housework, and then the rest is like being with the kids and actually doing like nanny work with the kids. So I try to take care of a few things before having to drive the youngest to school. So for example, there are things that need to be put upstairs. I will go upstairs and put them away and get a load in. We do laundry every single day for sure, at least 2 loads. I don't know how people with kids don't do laundry every day. I feel like that would pile up so much. But funny enough, today I didn't have a ton of laundry to do because the mom took care of the load. She actually didn't work today, and I still do come on a day that she is home just because, you know, she can get a few things done, run a few errands, and, you know, do a few things while I'm there with the kids. Because just because she has a day off doesn't mean she can do things on her day off, because she has to be a mom. So I definitely do a few loads of laundry a day, and right now I am taking the youngest to school. He's being so cuddly. I love these moments. I can only imagine the moments like this with my own kids, especially like the love I have for these kids.
Wear a jacket.
Yes, you do need to wear a jacket. It's still winter.
Yeah, it's kind of cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Have you slipped on the ice before? So I just dropped the youngest off at school. You can see him right now. Currently 9:30. I'll be heading straight home and getting some things done. So usually I will write out a list on paper or in my head of a few things that I need to get done before I have to go pick him up. He's at school for 2 hours, but you know, there's time driving there and back, so I only have like an hour and a half-ish to get things done. So feeding 4 kids is obviously no joke. You're constantly cooking and in the kitchen. So I definitely feel like prepping food is really important, and I always, for sure, 100% prep some sort of meat every single day. This day it was chicken. It's ground beef, chicken, bacon, honestly any protein, just so that we can have something to go to in the fridge and not constantly be baking and cooking more than we already are. If you guys have kids, you know they constantly want to eat, and after they're done eating, you clean up, and by the time you're done cleaning up, they want to eat more. So you just feel like you live in the kitchen. And even though I prep, I still feel like I live in the kitchen, so this just helps a little bit. One of the things that I also wanted to take care of while the kids were all at school at the same time for a little bit of time is clean the sink. It's not something that I do very often, but the sink does get dirty. It's funny because you clean dishes in the sink. It's like, how should the sink be getting dirty? But you know, just stuff gets dirty there. The actual, you know, drain gets dirty. So I gave it a good old clean. If you guys are wondering like what I eat, they let me eat anything in their house, which is amazing because it would be so much prepping for me to bring in a lot of food for the whole day. So today I actually had a salad. Usually I pick out whatever they have in the fridge, but today I had a salad. And if you guys don't know, a couple months ago in Mexico I got food poisoning. So I am so paranoid when it comes to green stuff. I really wash my greens now and soak them. You guys didn't see here, but I actually soak them even more. And I usually add in some sort of protein when I have the salad. Like today I made some chicken, so I added in the chicken afterwards. So I am here at the school waiting to pick up the youngest boy, and as you guys saw, I did a ton of cleaning. So this is actually what I do, I bet, every single Tuesday for sure. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my cleaning days because all the kids are gone for a certain amount of time. I mean, like I said, it's only an hour and a half. Tuesdays, I get some cleaning things done that, you know, have been pushed aside, or things that you don't usually clean, you know, even every week. For example, those cabinets, I haven't cleaned them in like a while, and they do get really dirty. So that's something that I wanted to tackle. Also, steaming the floors. I haven't been doing that as much as I used to. It's not like I'm sitting there doing nothing. There is always something to do when you have a house of 4 kids. Like, their mom and I were talking, and even if, you know, we were all 3 parents were there all the time, we would constantly be having something to do. So there's always work to be done. So right now I'm gonna pick him up. He should be out in the next 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go home. I'm gonna make him lunch, and then I usually hang out with him after I pick up lunch. We read books, we play a little bit, and kind of wind down. I spend some time with him alone. The kids come home from 2 to 2:10. It really depends how fast the bus gets home. And so today's actually bath day, so they will all be having baths or showers. They can choose. I know I don't show the kids a lot per se. It's because I'm not really a fan of showing them. These are not my children, and I just don't feel comfortable showing their faces. And I actually got a comment, or maybe even more, on one of my other videos that I posted like this, and it's like, do you even spend time with the kids, or when do you take time to spend with the kids? Well, there's always a good 2.5 to 3 hours that I am strictly playing with the kids, and they know that I can't just play all day with them. I am their basically third parent. So there needs to be times when I cook, there needs to be times when I clean, there needs to be times when I can play with them. So it's not all just fun and games. And obviously you guys can leave your questions down below. Usually after filming these over a certain amount of time, people start to ask questions in the comments, and then I usually make a Q&A. So if you guys have any specific questions, you can check out my other videos. I'll link them down in the description, or, you know, just ask them and I can make a separate video, because things have changed since, you know, I last filmed a day in the life of a nanny of 4 kids. So we're gonna go take a bath. Okay. Right now it is 1:40ish, and the youngest wants to take a bath, but because there are 4 of them, I know that more than one of them is going to want a bath. So he's taking a bath right before the kids get home from school, so that when they get home, you know, we can run them a bath as well, so that there's not a lot of waiting, because in that case we'd be taking a bath for like 3 hours. And like I said, once the kids all get home, they'll have baths and showers. I just don't want to show that, obviously for privacy reasons, but that's the next thing that is happening. And then after baths, I will make them a snack. They'll eat a snack and we will go play outside or play inside for the remaining of the time. Look at this handsome boy. Okay guys, so I am done for the day, and I just wanted to give you guys a recap on my day because things are completely different than what they were before. So the kids got home at 2:05ish and they went straight to taking baths. The other kids would want to take a bath, so therefore I made sure the youngest was done. And after they got out of the bath, I coated them all in some good lotion and like cream because they all kind of struggle with eczema. We live in the Midwest, it's freezing here, and all of our skin basically struggles here. So once that was done, we made sure the hair was brushed. I made them a snack. So snacks can vary a little bit. Usually they always like cheese and some form of rice cracker, as well as apple. Apples are pretty much something that they have every day. But the kids genuinely love eating healthy. This is not like us forcing them to eat healthy. They actually love eating healthy. And I truly believe you could definitely get your kids to like eating vegetables if you just feed them vegetables from the start, because they won't know anything different. So after they eat the snack, we will always play a card game. We will either read books. We also go to the library quite a bit and refresh, get another set of 20 books or something, and then we read that for a few weeks. Or we color, or we go outside and skate on their ice rink, or ride some things on the driveway. There are so many things we do, and today is definitely a very, very small glimpse into my life here. Also, like, the mom was home today from work, and the dad also works from home, but the mom was home today from work, and she's also doing a lot of things around the house. I know you guys can't see her, but it's because I don't want to film, her walking around. These are a lot of the things that I showed you are the same, but some things do vary. So I usually do give them dinner at least 3 times a week. So I leave here for sure 3 times a week when they're fed and dinner is cleaned, for sure. My day ended a little bit earlier today because I'm going to be here tomorrow, which usually I have off. Things change. I'm a flexible person, and I truly love this family so much. I am so amazingly blessed with this family. We have such a good relationship. We both appreciate each other so much. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and leave a question down below if you have one. I will answer it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.